Hello and welcome to Intro to Programming in Database tutorial. In the last example that I shared with you, which is right in front of you as well, is where we looked at the while loop and the equal and for loop where the counter was incrementing by 1. So we were displaying numbers 1 through 10. Now we will going to be displaying odd numbers between 1 and 10. In order to do that, we need to have our starting point at 1 because the first odd number between 1 and 10 is 1. However, we also know that odd numbers skip by 1, so the next odd number is 3 after 1, then 5. Therefore, instead of having counter incremented by 1, we'll have counter incremented by 2. So the starting point is 1, then the next cell is going to be 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, and when it becomes 11, we're going to quit. If we have to do the exact same thing in the for loop, no problem. We'll still start at 1, just like the while loop. We'll still end at 10, just like the while loop. But instead of incrementing by 1, we're going to just simply write step 2, which in Visual Basic, since I'm writing my pseudocode very close to how the code will going to be in Visual Basic, this is equivalent to increment by 2. So now this loop over here to the right hand side, the for loop, is equivalent to the while loop on the left hand side. Now if I would like to do the same problem, but I want to do it for even numbers, all the even numbers between 1 and 10. So this is the exact same example. Now I'm going to be changing my starting point. That's the only thing I got to do. I've got to start from 2 because that's the first even number between 1 and 10. So now I'm going to start at 2. I'm going to jump to the next one will be 4. So this will going to simply display the numbers starting from 2 all the way through 10, jumping by 2. Now we will going to be converting the for loop to an equivalent while to match the while loop, and very similar to the while loop, we're going to be changing our starting point to 2. So we're going to be starting from 2, we'll be going all the way through 10, jumping by 2. So we're going to be 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10. So this is how you could be changing this exact same example to display the even numbers. So like that, if you want to jump by 5, you can do step 5. You can start at 5 and then step 5. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. If you want to do by 9, then you can do step 9. If you want to go backwards, you can do negative. So all of these things can be done by using these loops. Hope you would have enjoyed this tutorial. Catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.